Okay, it's NumismaticOkie here. We're going to do take two on a video. I made one last night that I had been promising for a couple days and it ended up being really long and my phone had recorded it sideways. So we're going to do it again. So today and last night, I was talking about how important coin shops are to coin collectors and people who stack silver. My coin shop is in Tulsa. I live outside of Tulsa here in Oklahoma, and I started going there about 5 months ago, about a month into when I started stacking. And they sell silver there for generics for spot plus $1. So if you're just buying a few at a time, you don't want to worry about paying $10 for shipping. It's a really good deal because you're only paying $1 over spot. And that's what he pays for it most of the time too when he buys. If he's buying pandas that are in capsules, he's only going to give you spot plus $1. So paying $1 over spot for generic when you're just trying to stack weight, not a bad thing. So my buddy Silver Slayer, it's his second shout out. He had talked about your coin shops and how important they are, and that's what made me go and check out my coin shop. There's actually 3 or 4 in Tulsa, but there's only one that I go to. I'm not going to put their name out there or whatever in case they don't, because they don't even have a website. But they do this thing where on a 2-week schedule, they have what they call a bid board. And it's where any other guys like me can take in coins, put them up for auction, and other guys can bid on them. And it's a silent auction. It runs for 2 weeks. So every other Saturday is when it ends, and anytime during the week you can go in and put bids on. And I actually have one of the sheets here. Here we go. It looks like this. So you staple, like these have those extra staples. So this was like this. It was stapled to it, and it has the date and who it is and all that. And around here you can write on it, most guys do. And then the bids. So everyone gets a bid number. So it's anonymous, even though you kind of learn some of the guys' numbers over time. And then how much the bid is. And it goes up, starts at going up 10 cents, and then at $5 it goes up a quarter. At $10 it goes up by 50 cents, and then $20 and over it goes up by $1. And whoever has the highest bid at the end, which is 2 p.m. every other Saturday, they bought that coin or whatever it is. People put jewelry up there too. So these are kind of a mix. Some of these, in fact, I'll split them off real quick. These all here, these were ones that I bought from my coin shop. All of these are coin shop bid boards. So here's a couple of 37s, a S and a D. My wife needs the S, which is this top one. And they're in really great condition, so I may actually send the D off just to see what it gets. Or if it's worth enough raw, I'll just go resell it and get some of my money back. I paid $9 for the pair of these on auction. And I could probably get 6 or 7 for just those 37 on eBay. By the way, these coins, Constitutional Silver, are about the only things I buy on eBay, unless Amex or Modern Coin Mart or have some of the other dealers have sales on eBay too. I'll buy them that way, but I won't buy numismatics on eBay anymore. I did a few times. Thankfully, everything I bought on eBay and numismatics was slabbed, so I feel a little better about it. But there's a few that I'm going to send in just to have them checked to make sure they're real. So I got this one for $9, and my wife needed one of them, and I paid the $9 knowing that I could resell this other one and get at least part of the money back. And then there was a couple of Benjamins. These are uncirculated. I think they're proofs, but I'm not sure. I know they're Benjamins. I'll have to check and see if they're proofs or not. But they're really great shape. I've already completed my Benjamin book. So now I bid on them, and I just try to get them cheap just to add silver. I have tubes of different silver, dimes, quarters, and halves. And so I got these two. I got them each. I don't remember which one I paid more for, but I got them each for under $8. I think it was $7.25 for one and $6.75 for the other. Now my coin shop and most other coin shops sell these between $10 and $12. And I see these ones in very similar condition to these two going for as much as $25 or even more depending on the year. some of the key date years go for 50 in a raw state if they're this good of condition. So I'll go and look these two up and see if I can resell them and turn a profit. And if I can, I will. And if not, then they just get added to my silver, and I got $1 face for $13, which is pretty good when you're buying $1 of halves. Usually you can get $1 face of dimes for somewhere in the $13 range. But that'll be Roosevelt dimes, not Mercury's. So that's those two. These are the books I'm currently doing, are Seated Liberties. This one here is a 1917. I'm not sure if it'll show. Let's see if I can get it to show a little better. Yep. So it's a 1917, and it's a Type 1, which I needed another one of. I had bought one a couple weeks ago. But the reverse, this is the reverse, this is the obverse. The reverse was really nice looking reverse, and the obverse was kind of faded out, and the date was hard to read. So I used it for the reverse in my book. So I needed another one, and I found this one, and I got this one for $19, which is pretty good for a Type 1. This was on the auction. And the difference between Type 1 and Type 2 is under the bird, there's no stars. And then this is a Type 2, a 1924 that I picked up for, I think, 16 or 17. It's in good condition. And it's actually on the lower end of good condition on the obverse. The date's kind of hard to read. But the reverse is in decent shape. Dirty, from being in pockets for years. But here you can see the 3 stars underneath. So Type 1 has no stars. Type 2 has 3 stars. The Type 1s were only 1916 and 1917. And the 1916 in the Standing Liberty is like a holy grail of Standing Liberties. It's kind of like the 1916 Mercury. Good luck finding them. And when you do, for a 1916 in this condition, you'll pay over $1,000. More than likely, especially if the person knows what they have. If they don't know what they have, then hey, you might strike a gold mine. But so those were both came from the local auction. Then I had this guy here. It's an 1888 O. It's not in great shape. It's got like a gouge in it, which I assume is wear and tear gouge. I don't think it's a mint air. I don't think anyone would have sold it if it was. And the coin flip gives this weird mark on it. And I'm not sure if it's the coin or if the coin flip is stuck to it, but I'm going to take it out of this and put it in a new flip. It's not in terrible condition, still has full liberty, but this is a variety coin. It's the hot lips variety, and what is the lips protrude, kind of like if you're old as me, you remember the show MASH, and there was a lady in the show named Hot Lips Houlihan, and that's what I think of when I see this coin. But that's what, I picked this one up. I got it for $19, which is pretty good for a Morgan, even in this condition. It'll definitely make money down the road. And I'll just hold on to it. This isn't something I'm going to do anything with other than stick in a case and let it sit. And then I got these two, which are absolutely beautiful. The first one is a 44 Merc. It's a 44P. And it is just immaculate. I just sent off a 37 that was a little bit better shape than this to NGC, and I'm going to send these two both off too when those come back, and I'll make a video when those come back. But this is just an amazing 44 that I'm going to send to get graded just to preserve it forever, because this thing's gorgeous. And then this one is a 45. It's also a P, and I think it's actually in a little bit better shape than that 44. But I mean, as you can see, it still has all its luster. The back is just incredible. But I got these for $9 each, I think is what I paid. No, it was $9 for the 44 and $7 for the 45. So I actually got the better coin for less money. And I think it's just because it was a 45, and all the Merc guys, they've got lots of 45s, so they're not even looking at them anymore, even though this is just an amazing example of one. So I'm going to send both of those off to get graded, and when they come back, I'll let you know. And then this guy is in the worst shape of the Mercs that I bought, but it was the most important Merc because it is a 1921 Philadelphia, and it's one of the key dates out there. So in good condition, I would say this one is at the very low end of good or the high end of almost good or about good. Is about $60 or so in the book, in the red book. And I got it for $29 because nobody else was looking at it. There was one guy, but he wasn't really chasing it. So when I upped him, he had bid 26 and I upped it to 29 and he left it alone. So I got it. And I'm really happy with it because my wife needs this coin for her book. So, and then comes the actual coin shop finds. This is, I think it's a 2016. Yep, 2016 Bigfoot Privy Canadian Maple Leaf. And I got this for 22, just like this, which is pretty low premium for a privy coin, because the privies, as most of you know, they only make 50,000 of them. So it's low mintage, and they may not even make all 50,000. I know some of the other privies, they say they're going to make 50,000, and they only make half. So they end up with really low mintage numbers. But it was a great find, especially for the price. Him and I have become friends. So, and then this guy here is a 2014 saltwater croc. It looks like it might have some milk spotting on it. I'm going to have to take it out of this flip and see. But either way, I paid $21 for it. And I'm pretty happy because I've been looking for a 2014 with the saltwater. It's hard to find right now for me. I just had not a whole lot of luck. Someone dated 2015, but it's a 2014. But I got that one from the coin shop. It's one that someone had brought in and sold to them, and then I bought it from him. So he made a couple bucks, and I got a coin that I'm happy with, even if it's got some milk spot. And then I got these two, and I only got 3 minutes left. So these are 2012 PCGS MS69 Pandas. Now these go on AppMex for anywhere from 70 to 79, depending on if they're having a sale or not. And I've seen them on Modern Coin Mart for about the same, usually $74.99. But I picked them both up for $70, 35 a piece. So I got them because my wife loves pandas. And in another Silver Slayer video, it's a tip I got from Silver Slayer, so I got to give him credit. Is when you find deals like this where you can pick up ones you know you can resell. If I pick these both up for $70 and I resell just the one for $60 or even $70, well, I just got my wife's graded panda for free or close to free. So it's a really good technique to get free silver. When you see deals out there, take advantage of them. Because I will probably end up with one of these for, if not free, very close to free. And I mean, it's a free ounce of silver. It's $20 in my pocket that I can buy another ounce of silver with. And then the piece de resistance, definitely the best coin of the week for me, especially when you find out what I paid for it, is this beautiful guy right here. He will be sent off and graded with my 97 Maple Leaf Golds and a couple other world coins that I have that I want to get sent off. And this is a 1989 Panda. And believe it or not, I paid spot plus $1 for this. He had a sheet of them still in the wrapper from the mint. And the one this was in, it's in its own capsule, the one this was in had ripped open. And I was just sitting there talking about how much I like pandas and my wife loved pandas. And he said, I can't sell this one for full price. I'll give it to you for spot plus $1. And I jumped at it. Pulled cash out of my pocket right on the spot because I was not missing the chance to get an 89 Panda that's mint condition, straight out of the mint packaging for spot plus $1. So this is why I developed a relationship with the guys there at my local coin shop. And if you don't have a local coin shop, you need to find one because these guys can find all kinds of stuff for you. They usually can get from better sources than some of us can. And you build a relationship with them and they know you're going to keep coming and buying and buying and buying. They're going to make you good deals to keep you coming back. So like a deal like this, I may not get another deal like this for a year, but I got it this time because I'm friends with the coin shop guy. So that's it for today. Click like, subscribe, share the video, please. Would love to build some subscribers. And thanks for watching.